Alright, let's set up Laravel UI5 Core. We are going to start from scratch with a clean Laravel project and run composer create project with the Laravel archetype, so Laravel, and we give it a name, let's say Laravel UI5, and we give it the option prefer dist because we want only already published packages to be included into this distribution project. And hit enter, and let's see what's happening here. Great. Here we use compose or create project instead of Laravel new. Why? I feel it's more portable, we need no global installer, there are no surprises, it works everywhere, from CI pipelines to Docker. What it gives us, this is a clean Laravel baseline, no auth scaffolding, no front-end stack, just Laravel. Now let's install Laravel UI5 Core. Let's head over to the console. We have already the require statement here and hit enter and everything should work out fine. Short notice here, once our PR is merged upstream in flat3 low data, you can remove the custom repo and rely on the standard release again. But as long as we depend on that fork, that's what you need to do to successfully require Laravel UI5 Core. Alright, your composer setup is done. In the next video, we will configure your application so that UI5 resources gets handled smoothly by your Laravel app. See you there!